Another closed bank account tale. I'm in the UK, and I had an account with the Halifax since I was 16. And back then they were the only ones to give a debit card I could use online. Visa Electron. At that age, when I started full-time work at 18, I upgraded to their Ultimate Reward account. If you deposited more than £1,000 per month, it was free. Otherwise it costs £10 per month. Got me free travel insurance, car breakdown cover and the odd cashback discount, so it was worth it for a tenner, although I was always over the £1,000, so got it free. Fast forward about 15 years. I uproot and move abroad. I want to keep a bank account in the UK obviously, but since I'll not have a salary going into it, I didn't want the £10 a month adding up. So took my ID and went to the branch to switch back to a regular free tier account. But I can't. The process was I had to arrange a 1-hour appointment to discuss my options, and they couldn't just switch account like that. Although they could switch me up just like that in an instant. I told them I'm moving abroad. There's nothing to discuss. Please just do this. Nope. Need to discuss options. Only appointment was 2 weeks out. So I left it. In the UK there's a process that makes switching banks really easy. When you open a new account, you can sign a form that allows them to transfer all your money and recurring payments. Contact your employer and close your old account for you. So I went to another bank across the road, since I had my ID with me, and opened an account on the spot. Signed the switching forms and within a week had my new account and the old one closed. No hour-long, discuss options, interviews. The old bank did call to ask why I switched. And when I explained, they still said, "It's our policy." Well, okay. But your policy cost you a customer. Yeah, Halifax used to have decent terms, but they have got worse and worse. Used to be free if you out in £1,000 a month. Now it's £17 a month no matter how much you pay in, but you get £5 lifestyle reward if you pay £1,500 a month in and spend £500 on your debit card or maintain a balance greater than £5,000. It's our policy to be service pushers that try to make your life as hard as possible, is a terrible thing to see. Wonder what 68-year-old thought of that. Why'd you switch? It's our policy to beat customers with a crowbar each time they enter. Shame to hear this. I'm still with Halifax since they gave me a unrestricted debit card when I was 16 and no other bank would. Over the years they have also probably written off £150 plus of fees for me too, just by asking nicely. Could you not have kept the free upgraded account just by writing yourself a check for £1,000 each month back and forth between your accounts at different banks? Your MC was good, but this world have been better if you could do it. I take it the new bank didn't have the same fee structure. I had an old Halifax account set up by my estranged dad when I moved away with my mom and sister. Supposedly to put pocket money in, which happened maybe 3 times in 2 years. I eventually got my own student bank account with Barclays when I started uni and had something like 90p left in the Halifax account. About 15 years later, my husband decided to open a separate account for savings in a separate bank, which he chose Barclays. At some point about a year after he did this, his parents wished to transfer some savings they held for him to him, so he went to the bank with me to sort this. The desk was busy, but a nice lady in a room was free, so we sorted it there. I mentioned I had an old unused account which they checked was still alive, to which they found I had something like 11p left and were happy to close it for me, as I said I'd consider doing the same as my husband once we had sorted our wedding honeymoon out. It was due to happen the following year. So perhaps my closing happened quickly because I was already in position with a staff member who could see my husband was a good customer and had hinted I wanted to join in the future but wished to close this one first. I play with the people at the end of the phone when I'm canceling something and I'm due a refund. Customer service. CS. Thank you for using our services, Ms. Carey. I am processing your refund now and it will go back to the account you used for the transaction and will be there in 3 to 4 working days. Me, thank you. But can I ask why it takes so long? CS. Excuse me? Me. Well, when I pay you, you take my money there and then. But when you pay me, it takes 3 to 4 working days. Why the difference? CS. Either bluster with bullshine or stunned silence. Me. It's really not fair, is it? You are a big company with millions at your disposal. And I'm a poor pensioner. You were quick enough to take my money and slow to give it back. CS. I'm sorry, but is there anything else I can do for you today? Me. Yes, you can tell your management that they should repay money as fast as they take it. Have a nice day. Tesco Bank is also bad. You can open an account in 2 minutes online. If you already have another account with them, but need to phone up and wait in a queue, then speak to a real person to close an account. They did give me £25 when I complained about it though. Had an account with Halifax many years ago and a credit card. As I was always in credit, my overdraft and credit limit kept getting raised. After a couple of years I had an overdraft of £2,000 and a credit limit of around £6,000, I think. I ended up maxing both out to pay for a funeral. I explained to them beforehand that this was going to happen and also how I would be repaying, and all seemed fine. Until about 3 or 4 days after I had maxed out, I received 2 letters stating my overdraft had been reduced to £250 and my credit limit was reduced to £500, and as I was overdrawn they would be charging me £48 per day until it was brought back to a positive balance. Needless to say, I was not a happy bunny, and after many phone calls and visits to the bank they refused to budge, so I said they could take me to court to recover the money. They chased me for a while, then sold the debt to a collection agency who also chased me for a while before giving up. I had this when getting pestered about smart meters by EDF. At the time, the smart meter rollout was a joke. It's not much better now. I took a call and it's a guy phoning me to switch. I told him that I had already given my answer and I was sick of being spammed this harassment. I told him to put a note on my account that the next time I was contacted about it that I would be switching suppliers. His response was, "But all the energy suppliers do this, so it won't make a difference." My response was, "Yep. They can piss me off for 12 months, but EDF won't be getting my money." No more contacts about it, surprisingly. Didn't think they would be that bothered. Well, that's just our policy. Have you ever considered that your policy is costing you customers? Nobody wants to spend an hour of their time listening to your retention BS. It took far less time to just switch banks. Manipulative sales tactics. Good call on the switch. You should be able to switch account types for free online or over the phone.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.